this point. Just kind of talking me through what you've seen from this team so far, what you wanted to see, and how it's going.
We got a lot better from over the spring. You know, our DB core is getting a lot of amazing, to be honest, and our receiver core we're getting them better every day. Our safeties, we got everything. We got a couple weapons. You know, we gonna make it work. We lost a lot of guys, but we bringing a couple guys back, and we getting them better every day. So yeah.
You know what? I think anytime you have to replace a quarterback that has some experience like y'all do with Caden, that's going to be one of the kind of the storylines of the offseason is how that's going. What have you seen from the guys that are trying to kind of follow his shoes, and what can guys like you that have some experience out there do to help them come along?
We could just, you know, improve every day, go over a lot of stuff. We always got to go over a lot of stuff. Sometimes we stay at the practice and just redo the stuff over and over because they still getting work just like, you know. So we got to make them better, improve them. That we, you know, when you lose a guy, you always want a guy that's coming back better than that guy. We try to make them better, you know. So that's just how it is.
For you, what's been the biggest growth for you when you go from sophomore year to what you're able to do, obviously the big junior year, and now trying to wrap this thing up strong senior year? What have you been focused on, and what have been some of the areas you've been most proud of your continued development?
I improved a lot over the seasons. I really didn't think, you know, I was gonna be this good, cause like you know how a lot of guys they play like when they was younger. I didn't play. I just came here my freshman year, and it just topped off ever since then. I just been, yeah.
You said you kind of surprised yourself a little bit with how you've gotten, how far along it's come. Was there a moment or some aspect where a light kind of clicked for you, and it was like an eye-opening moment, game, experience, whatever?
Yeah, it was my sophomore year. We were playing Slidell, and they took one guy out and they put me in. And they threw I didn't think I was gonna get the ball. They told me to run a post, so I ran it and look over the shoulder, and boom, there it was, a touchdown. And then they called my name when it come. Jiwaun Brock, he's just a sophomore, you know, and that's when it clicked to me. I was like, yeah, I got to do this. And then the spring came around, making big plays on 707, and I was like, yeah.
I'll let you know if it's coming. Obviously, I mean, I mentioned you have the new college commitment, Texas State, last week.
Yes, sir.
Kind of talk me through what stood out about that place, because you've had some good opportunities fall in line for you over the past several months. Several schools, you know, extending offers or showing interest, and a lot of folks that probably still hope to see you on campus this June for camps. Just what stood out about those guys, and how do you feel about making that decision?
Me and Coach Randy, we had a good connection through my recruiting process. We talked like every day, and yeah, so now I'm ready to get on campus and become a Bobcat, you know. So.
What should those fans that are getting a chance to know a little bit more about you, you know, seeing some interviews like this, or throwing on the huddle, or looking forward to watching you this fall, what should they know about what you can bring to a college program?
I feel like I could bring a lot to a college program. I could bring my speed, my catching abilities, you know, my enthusiasm, and just my leadership and stuff of that matter, you know. So yeah.
When you talk about the enthusiasm, was that you that was yelling early, time to go make some enemies?
Yes, sir.
What's the energy that you try and bring to this? I mean, to this team here. You're getting ready for your last ride in this stadium. What does the fall need to look like for you to feel good about, you know, going out on a positive note, and what can you do to make sure that you're playing your part in that?
Just go out there with my best every time I get on the field. Just be my best. Make sure my guys are hyped. If they not hyped, then, you know. If the leader's not hyped, then, you know, it's the whole thing is down. You gotta go out there with that enthusiasm. You gotta be hyped. If you ain't hyped, they're gonna be down. And then when somebody else, if the leader not doing it, somebody else gonna do it. And that's not always the case. Somebody else might not do it. They might be looking at the leader like, bro, you gotta do it. So you just gotta go out there like with enthusiasm every day. So even when you're not feeling like you want to do it, you just still gotta do it. It's part of being a leader. So.